Good morning, everybody. This is day 25 at the table with Joe Hickey. Today's topic is going to be on prep work. What does good prep work look like for you? What does good prep work look like for the team around you? How do you prepare yourself to achieve a goal? And how do you overcome adversity when you fail a few times at attempting to achieve that goal? Now, the breakdown for me is, it's like setting a goal. I set a date on a calendar. Like if I'm going to do something and it's the first of the month, I tell myself on the 5th, I'm going to have this goal achieved. I don't bite off yearly goals. I try to bite off daily and weekly goals to knock out little things that'll help achieve the big things that I truly desire and the outcomes that I want. So preparatory work is like, it's like my daughter Mila. In the morning, she needs a lot of time to prepare for her day. So I've learned over the last 10 years of being her father to give her almost a mental countdown. So I'm preparing her for an outcome that's getting ready to happen through almost an alarm set. So at 20 minutes, I'll say, hey, Ma, in 20 minutes, we got to get ready and get out the door. So start preparing your things so that we're not rushing at that 20-minute mark and her world isn't rocked by things that she was unprepared for. So I give that mental countdown, like, hey, Mila, in 20 minutes, we're doing this. Then I'll come back 10 minutes later. In 10 minutes, we're doing this. Then 5 minutes later. And what happens is she's mentally geared for that outcome to happen because I'm prepping her for it. So not every day is perfect, and some days we can fail at certain things and be unprepared or ill-prepared or get caught off guard by things, in life that are thrown at us that kind of knock us off our heels a little bit. So I try to mentally prepare for any and everything that could come through talking to good counsel, to talking to people who have experience in certain areas so that I can learn from the wisdom of their experiences in failure and ultimately leading to their success. So to prepare for anything, I have to start taking steps towards a goal. So to set a goal, I give myself a countdown. If I'm going to quit smoking and it's the first of the month, I tell myself on the 5th, I'm going to quit smoking, so that I'm mentally preparing each day through practice, disciplined behavior each day that leads up to the climax of that attempt. Now, failure happens a lot in life in general, so I try to always look at myself as an infant. A baby doesn't know that he can't crawl. A baby doesn't know that it can't roll over. All that it knows is that it has a desire to roll over or to crawl or to walk. And it falls and falls and falls time and time again. And what happens through repetition and failure is it gets calloused and it learns different strategies that work and don't work for that child. So if I always look at myself as an infant, I'm always open-minded to new preparatory work that needs to be done internally to help me to achieve my goals. Because like my daughter, Mila, I also need to be prepared for what's to come. And if I'm not looking at all sides of the cube, I'm not giving myself the proper education on what could go right and what could go wrong along the way. Now, things always come up and hit us. So I try to help a lot of people through my own failures and repetition in those failures. And then when I'm afraid to try something new, I find it very refreshing to tell on myself. Like jiu-jitsu was something I started a few months ago. I was horrified. Now, I'm a 38-year-old man who has fought his battles in life and should have no fear walking into a place like that. But the little boy inside of me was terrified to go into a room with a bunch of men who were more prepared, who were better trained, who could honestly break my legs and kick my ass at any moment. And even as much as I knew that wasn't going to happen, there was still this overwhelming fear that came over me that I almost didn't even walk through the first class. So conquering fear is through mental preparation, and it's through talking to people who have experienced the goals that I'm trying to attain. So I look at the world very simply. To me, it's a KISS mentality. Keep it simple, stupid, is what I tell myself all the time. I break or compartmentalize things down to its simplest form so that I don't assume everything, and I'm actually knowledgeable, or I've taken steps to prepare myself so that I'm not assuming that an outcome will happen or that anything will happen in life, because assumptions is the mother of all F-ups. The moment I assume anything to be what it is, I'm not fully prepared for what it really is. A tree is a tree is a tree. If a person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm expecting that tree to have a different, to grow different roots when it's already planted so firmly in what it is, I'm not really prepared for that tree. I am expecting and assuming that tree to be something completely different than what it is. So through prepping mentally for anything that I want to achieve, any goal that I set out to attain, I look at myself like a boat. We're floating in the ocean, all of us, but me specifically, I'm a boat just floating in the ocean. If I don't have a goal and I don't have a motor or sails, well then I'm just going to go with the tides and land wherever the sea takes me. And normally it's not where I want to end up. So in order to get my ship mobile, I have to set a goal. And through setting that goal, I kind of gave my ship now a motor. So I am now mobile. I can go forward. Now, how do I get sails to navigate the sea? I have to set a plan. And if I take good preparatory steps to achieve that plan and that goal, then I'm giving myself very good sails to navigate the ocean to land on the island I'm specifically intending to hit. And even if I don't, I'm going to come somewhere very close to that so that the work to get there is not much further. So don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle, and always give yourself a mental preparation time for anything to come. It's like in the morning, I do it all day long. When I'm, it's not just big things, it's little things. Like, all right, Joe, in 10 minutes, you're going to get up and cook breakfast, and you're going to, do the dishes after that. And I mentally prepare myself for what I want to achieve down to the littlest, finest detail of a goal. So that my day, through hitting a bunch of little goals all day, what I've done now is I've achieved a very productive, a very fulfilling, victorious day, and a very forgiving day when I don't achieve all my goals. So remembering that I'm a baby and I'm an infant and I really don't know anything, I just have a lot of experience to apply to new and adventurous goals to achieve. Because without goals, we're all just kind of floating and landing wherever. So it's through good prep work and good counsel and researching topics and mentally preparing in all different areas to achieve any goal that I set out to achieve. Let me know what you guys think on this. I think good prep work makes for great victories. So are you mentally prepared for life? Are you mentally prepared for your day? Are you mentally prepared for whatever goal you want to achieve? And I know exchange of power is very real for me. So if I want to give up a bad habit, I have to replace it with a good habit. So it's almost an exchange of power. So the day I quit smoking was 13 days ago today. So what I did was I forced myself to do yoga every day and stretch and expand my chest and work on my breathing, inhaling through my nose, exhaling through my mouth, fully expanding my diaphragm, fully relieving the carbon dioxide out of my body to mentally prepare myself to breathe properly throughout the day. Because I read an article on the Navy SEALs and the way they go into buildings and don't make mistakes by accidentally shooting innocents is through practicing good breathing techniques all day, every day. So when they do get overwhelmed and anxious, they're already prepared to take the littlest tiniest steps possible to ensure the best outcome. So I'm Joe Hickey, and this is day 25. We have 5 more days left. If there's any topics anybody would like to discuss in these last 5 days, please feel free to reach out to me. Please share this post, any post that you like or touches your heart. It helps me to get my testimony out to the world through trial and error, so that people don't feel so alone like I did when walking into jiu-jitsu class that first day. And I have people I can reach out to talk to about that fear, so that I can see I'm probably just being a little child and I need to just go through with it anyway and get there quickly. So thank you all for everything that you've done along the way. It's been great meeting everybody. I'm more of a personal one-on-one through barbering kind of human being, but this has been a really cool new venture for me to reach out and to reach a bunch of different networks of people that I probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet had it not been for this social media platform. So instead of hate today, let's ingest love into everything that we do. Put our best foot forward and be mentally prepared to leave every room that we walk in today in better condition than when we got there. So if you walk into a Royal Farms, greet the cashier, talk to the people, compliment them, that person or whatever pops in your mind that looks good on them. Instead of judging them, let's start being complimentative towards one another and see if we can't spread love, peace, and joy and contentment in this world of chaos and stress and worry and anxiety. Try to spread some peace and love today. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in.